Momma, we made it, baby! The Bengals are signing Dalton Risner. We finally got a right guard. I think the peer pressure actually worked. We also signed a safety/cornerback. Listen, we'll get to that in a second, okay? That's not the greatest. But anyway, the Dalton Risner has allowed 0 sacks over the last 2 years per PFF. A proven, respected veteran lands with the Cincinnati Bengals. Oh, this is such a nice update. I am beyond happy. When I saw this happen 9 minutes ago, man, I jumped off my chair, ran around my house, ran up and down the street. If there's on the local news tonight, a guy in Dayton, Ohio ran naked up and down the street. That was not me. That you can prove. That was not me. Maybe. I don't know. You have to prove it. It's slander if you can't prove it. Anyway, I am so happy. Given our circumstance of protecting Joe Burrow, this is up on the list of protecting Joe Burrow. The concept of actually getting someone who we can trust at the right guard position. We have Mims at right tackle. We have Teddy K at center. Fairchild looks amazing. Our left tackle is Orlando Brown. We finally feel like we have an offensive line. It finally feels like we have a high-level offensive line going into a season. Trey Hendrickson is signed. Jamar Chase is signed. T is signed. Everyone is signed. This might be the greatest offseason of all time. If we would have signed Trey for a little longer, it would have been nicer. But anyway, this might be the greatest offseason of all time. We got rid of Frank Polk. We got Scott Peters. And we also got a safety. We'll talk about that one in a second. But Dalton Risner, absolute W signing right here. Very, very happy with that. So then we got a yeast infection. Russ Yeast. Yeah, I don't know how you deal with yeast infections. I'm not a woman, but that's beside the point. We have enough yeast right now to make bread, so that's all good. This was a 7th-round draft pick from the 2022 NFL draft by the Rams. I'm not sure much about the guy because he played for 3 teams last year and he only played a total of 4 games. And then before that, he played for the Rams for 2 years, and he did actually play 17 games and 9 games. Well, he started 9 games. He played 17 games. He started 1 game and then played 15 games. So he did technically do that. He's also like a corner/safety, so he can kind of play both positions. For the Rams, he played safety and corner, and then he played safety for Carolina and Houston. So he wasn't really a guy who's a starter. He's kind of like a backup rotational piece. He's also going to be 26 years old, so it's not like he's like the youngest guy, but he's not that old. I think this is kind of like a signing where you sign this guy for a know-nothing contract, and that's pretty much that. But I guess I'll take it. Like, you don't even want to see the PFF grades, but I'm going to give you that yeast infection because in 2022, he was not good in coverage, okay? I shouldn't say 2022. He was never good in coverage. But he was good in run defense in 2022. That's a good thing. 2023. Well, remember 2022 and how good it was, like the run defense? He forgot how to do it in 2023. And then 2024 is just absolutely atrocious. But he only played 4 games. So, I'm not sure what to feel about this. But you know what? I have faith. They signed Dalton Risner. So, clearly they have their head on straight. I would have probably preferred Mike Edwards, to be honest. Or another safety like Justin Simmons. But I'm going to trust the process because they did get Dalton Risner. And I think the Dalton Risner signing was a very smart signing. So, if they have the logic to get him, they might have the logic that this actually makes sense in the end. I'm not sure if it does or not, but I'm just going to go with that made sense. Now, of course, we could also sign more players as well, but, it is what it is. So that means Dalton Risner was supposed to meet with the Steelers and the Seahawks. He cancels the visit to come back for league minimum to play with the Bengals. Unless the Bengals re-offered him more money. They might have re-offered him more money. But that is... Man, I love Dalton Risner, man. I mean, yeast infection is also great. But I love Dalton Risner even more now. If he did cancel his visits with the other teams and said, you know what? I know where I'm at home. I know when it's time to go home. I love that. And yeast infection is also good. I'm sorry, I can't stop calling him the yeast infection now. Can you imagine he just gets a game-winning sack, and there it is! The yeast infection! Oh, that became a nickname for no reason. Guys, let me know below your thoughts and opinions. I'm very happy right now.